key, though, is if you want to attend the military breakfast, it is a free event for everybody. And you do need to change your registration for shareholders to include the military breakfast. And David, are you planning on being there?
I'm absolutely going to be there. I'm looking forward to this. You know, this is the first time that the eXp Military Network gets a great presence at shareholders. And God willing, guys, if you jump in, participate, register, come have a free breakfast with us. Listen to a few great announcements that are going to happen. Um, uh, I think the bigger of a splash we make, the bigger we will be at EXPCon in November. Or October, I think now. I don't even know.
Yeah.
And you know, that's just what it's about. It's about supporting each other and really taking the military network to the next level. And that breakfast is going to be phenomenal, guys. So come out to the breakfast. I do know it happens to be at the same time as a 5K. So if you're gung ho and you really want to go run like somebody's chasing you, that's okay. Otherwise, I'll meet you at breakfast.
I think the 5K is going to be over, and you'll be able to maybe jump in for the last half
Come
hour.
sweaty, guys. Come sweaty. It's good. We're happy to have you.
Absolutely. We definitely, we're really excited. We have a great sponsor for the military breakfast. For those of you who don't know, our sponsor is Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants. You're going to be able to learn more about them in the eXp Military Workplace Group. But they're going to be help sponsor that breakfast. We're going to have a couple of speakers. So we can share about our programs, make some other announcements. So we are really excited about that. That's kind of a first time ever opportunity for us. Some of the other things that we're looking to work on, guys, if you want to get involved, also on the screen, I'll change that. There is a form. I know I'm getting tons of messages here in workplace, people just wanting to know how they can get involved. And we do have I think we have about 14 people on our board, but we have a lot of other areas that need help. And helping David and Jake and excuse me, Terry and everybody on all of the programs. So you can do that. Or if you're interested, we're going to be starting later half of the year creating and setting up all of our state squads. And so we're going to have eXp Military Network represented in all of the states. That link is also on the board. So anyone who's interested, let me know. Anybody else want to add in while I go and cough? David?
Yes, sure. Somebody was asking if we could get the slide with the links back up. There were a couple people that wanted to click on one of those 3 links. So they were asking if we can get the link back up. I appreciate that. Or if we could get the 3 links into the chat, that would be amazing as well.
Yeah, let me go ahead and work on that.
Okay, awesome.
Have anybody seen any questions that popped up in the feed?
I'm checking right now. Guys, if you have questions, please go ahead and jump in. I know we have, there's like a little bit of a delay between the systems. So you might be hearing something that we said and then we keep moving. I understand that the sound is kind of weird. Some staff has been writing in there. JC has been writing how to get that squared away. So if you guys are still having problems, type it up in there so we know and we can make it better for you guys, because we do have a long day of education. I want to make sure everybody walks away with amazing stuff today. I see cavalry. I see 19D all the way. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, love, Joe.
Yeah, exactly. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up the slide real quick for the rest of the programming that we have coming on. So if David, if you would like to, or anyone whose program it is, kind of go over and tell us a little bit about what everybody can expect. And I'm going to put that up right now. They'll be able to hear you. They just won't be able to see you.
Woohoo!
So I'll start real quick. Coming up in our next program at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, A couple other folks have asked, let's see, we had a gentleman bring up that the DOD has the DOD My CAA program, which offers $4,000 scholarships to eligible military spouses. Wanted to make sure we let you guys know about that. Then we also have a few people who have asked a little bit, obviously, if it's going to be recorded, yes, of course, this is being recorded. You can also go and look. I think JC in the world has given the link to the live feed for those of you who want to do that. And I'm looking down here, going down here, see if there's any other questions at all. Guys, go ahead and put your questions into the world and let us know. We did have a question here. Looks like some folks have been, their favorite part is my husband and I are able to build our real estate portfolio through VA loans. It looks like that workshop, David, is going to have a lot of interest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And anything else, guys? We've got a couple more minutes here before we go into our passing period between programs. Anything that you guys would like to add at all? I'm going to bring you guys back up. Anything you'd like to add at all about your areas of interest, where you need help in your areas that you're working on, and where people could get involved?
While you guys are thinking about that, I'd really like to let everybody in the room know that if you're military or military spouse, make sure you join our group. We should get the link to our group in there. If you're not a member of our group, we do have a military referral group as well, and we have a military only group as well. Those are the approved groups by eXp. There's a lot of folks trying to create all kinds of other groups, but those are our approved groups. So join us there. Trust me when I tell you we're going to be bringing so much information, programming, and advantages to you that you just want to be attentive to what's going on. So get in the group. Second of all, share the news, right? Like let other military members and spouses know what we're doing here so that they can also join our group and use it when you're speaking to other military members trying to transition into our industry or that are already in our industry. Let them know what we've got going on here so that they can come on board with you and they can become a member and be a part of something that's going to be, you know, that is growing and is amazing already. And it's just going to become more and more amazing as time goes on.
David, yeah. That's a good point about the different groups. There are a lot of groups out there that are, mention military in their title and things like that. Just remember, if you want the information that is endorsed and being supported by eXp, all the programs, you do want to be on the eXp Military Network or one of the other 3 groups that I mentioned. One thing to keep in mind, when you do go to join the eXp Military Network, we do have a join form. And the reason we're doing that is we want to find out, where did you serve, what your military background is. And we also are asking for a little bit more information because we want to be able to really celebrate all of our military members and spouses. You may be asked to maybe upload a photo or something because if whenever you join our group, we celebrate you on Welcome Wednesday. And then we're also going to be doing what I think is going to be excited, and I'm excited about doing, is we are going to be working at doing agent spotlights for agents out there in the military network who are doing some pretty amazing activities. Obviously, a lot of folks on this committee, Jake's doing some amazing things in his backyard. So is David, both Davids actually. We're going to do some interviews with them, Becky, Barbie, everybody. But we also want to feature you, the military member or spouse, and your careers, what you're doing in your communities and your neighborhood to support the military and really grow your businesses. So one of the reasons to join form is there so we can get some of that information and start lining up our schedule for all those features and be able to bring a lot of great content to everybody. Guys, we've only got about 2 more minutes before we kind of go into a holding period for the next workshop. Anything you want to add, folks? Anything, guys?
I would just say for those that are, in attendance today that are, prior military, again, thank you for your service, active military, et cetera. I think we all have a common bond from that, obviously. But this is, if you look at this, I'll talk to David and Deanna real quick. This is, leadership at its best, bringing together a strong team, right? This is organic within eXp, right? By military, for military, something that we've been requesting and we're able to get granted by eXp. So as you have ideas, bring them up to this team, so that we can look at them and figure out if that's something that we can put on the plate to implement this year, or if we need to table it for next year. But we're always looking to make this better for all those that we're serving.
Absolutely, guys. If you're not on the committee and you want to get involved again. I think I've got the link up again in eXp World about squad leaders. If you have an idea, something that is really of interest to you, that you really want to see us start doing, maybe even take charge and lead the charge on that issue, we'd love to have you come on board. Overall, guys, I am so excited for this year. I mean, getting the opportunity to bring all of this talent together and really make a change in our eXp community to bring value to our military members and military spouses building real estate careers. Guys, we've got a great 12 to 18 months ahead of us, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you being on board. Our next presentation is going to be the it's marketing to military markets, and I'm excited for that. So I'm going to let all of you guys get off the stream. We're going to put everything on hold. Now, this stream will stay running in eXp World, and we're going to have a couple people get up on stage and kind of hype up the new group that's coming on. I'll be back on stage. I think some of you will be out there to answer any questions that come up. We're going to open the mic in the eXp World, and we'll have about 10 minutes approximately until our next presentation. But guys, thank you so much. I'm so thrilled to have you as part of our leadership. Amazing, just absolutely amazing. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll see
Thank
soon.
you. See you.
See you in World, guys.